Hi everyone, my name is Elina and you are watching this Marvelous Designer tutorial because you probably liked what you saw on the thumbnail, and I'm going to tell you that today while creating this outfit you're going to learn Tack tool, slash and spread tool, ellipse, spiral, did I say Tack tool? And smooth curve tool and some pleats. Pleats is one of the important tools that I'm going to talk about it today. And yes, let's see. So let's begin. First of all, I'm going to use this stylized avatar since I'm starting to learn Japanese, and this avatar looks like the animes and mangas girls, so I'm going to use this avatar. First of all, I'm going to tell you, for example, when you choose an avatar, here you have like shoes, motion, pose, hair. For example, for this outfit, I'm going to use high heels shoes since I don't like the color of these shoes. I click on them, and here I can do two things. Or I delete the texture, or here I can desaturate. Then I can change the color. I copy it for the other pair. Also, I'm going to change its type to shine. Yeah, also for the heels there's the same thing. Control V or paste. Okay, then there is another thing that I'm going to tell you is that for the hair, I usually, for starting modeling a garment, I choose short hair because it doesn't bother the collar. So I click on this. If you don't like its its color, here you see that it's hair number 1, 2. Also here we have 3. I opened this folder. It was number 1. Here we have a list of colors. I right click on it, show in Explorer. Copy. Here I click on this icon. I paste the address, and here I can choose other colors that I like. For example, this one. Then also you can change the the variant. I forgot the name here. The way you like, but if you choose white, the original color remains. The next thing that I'm going to tell you for this avatar is that if you saw the clothes is open here, so I don't like this bra to be shown. What should I do? I should open Photoshop. So you click on it, then here you can copy the address or see where you can find this image, because this is the body. And then you can, or you should, open it in Photoshop. I already have it. It's a JPG. I don't know if it works. Let's see. Okay, I'm not saying I'm the best in Photoshop, but I can do what I need here. Okay, I use a stamp tool. A stamp? Is it? No, yes, a stamp tool. And I try to eliminate this part. Okay, let's make it bigger. I hold Alt for people who don't know. I hold Alt to make a copy of this part, and then I left click here. I think everyone knows that. What a mess. Hey. Okay. There are people that do this so much better than me, I assure you. Okay, let's see how it turned. Let's export it. Export as JPEG. JPG. In the property editor of the body, I click on the body, and then in property editor texture, I click on this icon, then I go to the address, desktop, body number 2, and here it is. It's not that bad. So yes. And this was for the avatar part. So let's make our garment. I drag my reference here. It's too much big. And I bring it here. This was the sketch. I was deciding between these two, and in the end I chose this one. Chose this one. So first we should start with the layer that is in the bottom, which is this skirt. Let's make the waist. Control F, not Control F, Shift F. Click on the pattern. Shift F again. No? Okay. Okay. I bring it closer to the avatar and simulate. Okay, Control K to freeze it. Okay, I'm going to let 12 centimeter from the front part of my skirt to be plain. I don't want any pleats on this side. Also, a little part of the back of my skirt, I want it to be plain. So first I divide. I told you 12 centimeters. So I click on this, right click, split, and I say I want 6 centimeters from the left, and here again 6 centimeters from the right. Let me measure basic. I want something, okay, 20. Let's say 22. Yeah, 22 centimeter. I make this rectangle, which is 22, and here is 12. Now right click on this part. No, first I'm going to have another 3 centimeters here. Here for the back part, I don't want it. I don't want to have 12 centimeters of plain parts. Plain? Yes. Not pleated. 3 centimeters. So also this part is going to be plain without any pleats. Okay, so this and this part remain for me. what I'm going to do, for example, I'm saying I need 7 plates. Yeah, so I divide this part into uniform split and 7. For pleats, for every segment that you have, you need other 3 segments. And since this one is 1.56, for every segment, I need 3 1.56. So what should I do? I bring this calculator. I have 7 by 3, that is 21, and then by 1.56, 32, 76. All numbers are here. Offset pattern outline. Create internal line. 32.67. 76. And this 3 centimeter. Okay, I divide this 3 centimeter from here. Okay, also for the other part, I do the same thing. Okay, it is saved. Okay. Now I should so divide this line to 7 parts. Okay, now this line that belongs to these 7 segments, I should divide it into 21 segment. Okay. I made an internal line of 3 centimeters, but the point is that, as you see, this point is white inside. It means that it's not a point that divides my line. As you see, when I select this line, it's all of it becomes yellow, but I need just this segment because this 3 centimeter is going to be plain. So what should I do is to click on it, extend / trim, and add point. I needed to add a point to the pattern outline. Outline is the outer lines. So now if I click on this part is not selected. The same thing also for the other part. What I was going to do, trim and add point. Okay. So now I divide this part into 21 segments. And then I click on this and click on this one. Offset as internal line along curved. Since I had 21 points, I need 20 lines. And when all of them are selected, I right click on one of them and I extend and add point again. Also here. 21. This option, and here I need 20 lines between these 2 lines. I sew the ends. No, I don't sew them right now. Delete sewing. Okay, before using Pleat tool, I'm going to select it and Ctrl H to strengthen the skirt. Now I use this. I select Pleats fold. First this part. I click here, left click, and then double click here. I want knife pleats, and the direction I want it to be from the left to the right, like what I already did. I want the number of my pleats to be 3. As you see, first all my lines were this dark red, and now they are changing their colors. It means that the red one are the one that come outside, and the blue one, blue or green, are the lines that go inside. So I press OK. I do the same thing here. As you see, the color now they change. So now I use pleats. First, pleat swing. First, for swing pleats, you need to start from the pattern that is like the base pattern, and the pattern that has just those one segments. Can I call it the main pattern? And then click. Then I click here, and as you see, it selects 3 segments. For every one of these one segments, I choose 3. I don't choose, the software chooses. And click again. So now simulate. Okay. So it was for the skirt. Now let's do the dress. I start with polygon tool. Here I don't want my shoulder to be long, I just want a piece for sewing front and back part of my dress. If this white pattern doesn't let you see the body of the avatar, it's better to make it like transparent, a little bit transparent. Okay. Okay, then we can fix it later. For now, I think this one is good. Okay. Control C and Control V to have a copy. Now select, click on what you have selected, and then Control G to flip it. I think my room is getting dark and I should turn on the lights. But after showing this part, if I don't forget to turn on the lights. Okay. Am I forgetting to turn off the light? Okay, usually the neckline of the back of your clothes is not curvier like front part. I'm going to bring this a little bit down. Let me see. Okay, I want this. No. Okay. It's okay. Let me turn on the lights. So now first let's make this part that is more interesting with respect to the sleeves. Okay, I need 1, 2, 3, 4. First I need to make the upper body part. So what should I do? Press G to use polygon internal polygon. Okay, let's say it's going to be here because we should see it on the avatar. Okay, I press C on keyboard. Okay, I should see. Oh my god, these internal lines a little bit make your fabric go inside the body of the avatar. I don't know why. Okay, I think I like this one. Yes, so I right click on it, and then you can choose between these two, it doesn't matter that much. And yes, now I can right click on it and cut and sew. For this part, I need this space to be started from here. So it doesn't matter that much. Don't be like picky. Don't be too much sensible for the first internal line that you choose, because double click, because then you can change its position. So first, just draw the essential lines, the number of lines and segments that you need, then you can change their position. It's not a big deal. So right now I made this. Okay, let me see. Okay, I think it's too much. Let me see, what can I do? I think I want something like this. No, I forgot what I want. Okay. I press on C on keyboard for this segment, and I press smooth curve, click on this point and drag, or right click on it, and then you can say, for example, from line 1, that is this one, you want to go toward the bottom for 2 centimeters and toward the left for 1, 2, or even if you want them to move equally, you can press on this, you can click on this sign and like this. So now what I do is to select this line and cut and sew. The next thing that I'm going to do is to add a fabric and in its property editor I scroll down, and on opacity, instead of 100 I set it as 0, and then I assign it to this pattern, and that's it. So now the sleeves. Click on this fabric, because if this one is yellow and selected, when you're going to make any kind of fabric, it's going to be invisible, and we don't want it, because then you cannot select it. So click again here. This one I call it invisible invisible. So let's make the sleeves. So for the sleeves, I use polygon tool. Okay, there are so many ways to make waist. Did I say waist? There are so many ways to make the sleeve, but in this occasion I'm going to use this way, to use polygon tool and follow these lines. Make it like this. So I right click on it and make an instant pattern. In this way, if I move a point here, if I make any kind of changes, the other one changes too. So I bring one of them here. And I'll bring this one closer to the avatar. And then flip normal this one. M on keyboard. I select this and this. Then I select this and this. And for the rest, I press on N. And so these two parts and simulate. Okay. Okay, so now let me see, this is like 12 centimeter, yeah. Or 30. So I make an internal line of 13. Did I say 30 before? 13 I meant. Cut and sew. Now here I make another internal line. I want it to be like 8. I cut and sew again. Okay. Nothing happened to this one. Shift Q. Show avatar measurements. It doesn't have any measurements. No. So I use this basic tape tool. Oh, also this one. It's like 13. Okay. I double click on the center and then I make this one smaller, also longer. The problem is that this one doesn't change accordingly. Okay. I can do something. Delete this and make another instant pattern, and then flip normal. Okay. Okay, now whatever I do to the front part, it will happen to the back part. Okay, it's not an official way to do this procedure, but you can try it. So here I use slash and spread tool. I need a space. So I use the tool. I click here, then I choose one of the sides of this line that I made. I prefer the left part, then it moves. I right click on it, I say I want this distance to be 10 centimeters away. Let's make it 10 centimeter. And also here I do the same thing, another 10 centimeter. It's too much. I repeat this again. Another 10. I think it's too much, but I do it. I told you I need a space. Now here, if you want to be more precise, it's better to first set your point with add point and then use this a slash and a spread. Then you can just set your point on points on other points. 10. It feels strange. Okay. And this is the sleeve. Ctrl D. You cannot Ctrl D it. Oh my god. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, copy and paste it. Where is it? Oh, what can I do? No. No. Flip horizontally. Nope. Now let's make the color. I really like this part to be more, these two parts to be more close to one another. So I think it's better to do this. Still a little bit more. Okay, this is good. So let's make the color. How you should create the color. You select the neckline. Here you see it's 13, 47. Let's say 5 centimeters for its height. Now I select it and Ctrl G, flip horizontally. I bring it to the back. When you flip horizontally, you should be aware that it's like looking at the mirror. the place when you think something is on the left but it is on the right. Usually you would sew this part to this part, yeah, left to left, but right now you see that this part should be sewn to this part, as you see. So here I unfold it. Also I can use, let me strengthen it, Control Shift F. Okay, Shift F again. So this part, as you see also here, this part is going to be sewn. I first click and click here. Now I hold Shift and I keep holding Shift and start to click. Now for this part, I click and click. Now I hold Shift. And now simulate. Okay, I like it. Okay. And now for the jewelry, I use Ellipse. Let me press Q on keyboard if it works, because for selecting the select tool you should see that its shortcut is Q. I press Q. I don't know if it works. Okay, I made an oval shape, but you see it has sharp angles. It's because of its particle distance. If I set it as 5, oh, I don't know what I simulated. And now let me see if I like its size. Nope. Okay. Now I add another fabric. I call it metal. I assign it to this fabric in property editor. For now I set it as this color. And here on the type I choose metal. Now I add another fabric. I can even copy this one. I want it to be green. So I make it a little bit smaller. Okay, now I'm going to clone as internal shape here and put it on this. If you can align, because you cannot select the internal line and then the shape and right click and choose align because we don't have it here. So what you should do is to see just if, let me, you should see, I don't know how can I show you the line that appears. You should align these lines together, or the points. Okay, and now I sew these two together. Before that, I'm going to use Tack tool. How to use Tack tool? Because usually these jewelries are not sewn to the what do we call it, to the garment. Also in the real world or physical world, they are attached to, they are like tacked to the garment. So I use Tack, not tag on avatar, not line tag, just a simple tag, and I press one click here and another click here. And now simulate. I forget to set them. Here, the preset. I want them to be rigid metal trimmer. Nope. Ctrl H. Let me try again. Okay. Now here, what I'm going to do is to metal. Okay, I'm going to tell if you use also Clo3D, because in the thumbnail, the outfit that you saw, the jewelry is not made of metal and it is made of a diamond. So in Clo3D here in this type part, you have so many other options that one of them is a diamond. I choose the other one because I also rendered the outfit in Clo3D. So right now I don't have it here to show you, but you should choose it on Clo3D and choose the diamond. But right now I choose metal. The next thing is to okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do, and it's the kind of the last thing, is that you this one should have thickness. Yes, because it's not right in the real world, in the physical world, I'm sorry, we don't have this zero thickness. So first I choose this metal, or okay, my recording tab is on the way, so here, or I can change the thickness here on the property editor of this fabric. Let's call it a fabric. even if it's metal. For example, I can set it as 3, as you see. Or the other way is to here under particle distance, add thickness rendering. Just for rendering, I set it as 3. The difference between these two ways of adding thickness is that if you add thickness in the fabric, the property editor of the fabric, all patterns that are assigned by this fabric are going to have thickness. But if you select it on the 3D window and then change the thickness here on the property editor, just this pattern will change its thickness. You just change the thickness of this pattern, if I say it right. And that's it. Now let's add decorations. So first I'm going to add a lace something here. For this type of wrinkles, I'm going to use a spiral tool. How I use it. I did something. Let me adjust this part because I think it should be a little bit toward the bottom. Okay. Let me align these two. Align from the top. Okay. So I select this to know their measure. It is 16.20. I use a spiral tool. I click on the center. I say, okay, I don't want 16 exactly. For if you are going to have more wrinkles, the fabric should be bigger than the real measures. So the inner part here on length, the inner part is going to be attached to the garment. Yes, so it was 16, right? But I don't want it to be 16 because it doesn't give me that much wrinkle that I want. I may make it twice, and twice is 38, I think. Yeah, and for the thickness and width, well, not thickness, for the width, you should change the measures of the measurements of the sides. So I want something like 3. Here I want 3. And yes. And this is made of metal. So where was I? Okay. I press on M. I select the inner part and I sew it here. And here it is. I select it and press Ctrl D. And here. So we made like 70 or 80% of this outfit. The last thing that I'm going to tell about this outfit is these decorations, that you have two ways of making these decorations. The first one is to go to UV editor, reset, fit, then organize your patterns here. For example, let me see, what can I do? Am I mixing everything up? Okay, this is the best that I can do in this moment. Okay, something like this. And when you finish all the changes that you had to do in the last part for this decoration, you just save this outfit, You just save this UV map, and then okay, it's better to have a high resolution file, so 96. You save it, and after you save it, you open Photoshop, then you design on these patterns, because whenever you're going to add design to your pattern, it's better to do this. And after Photoshop or other, even Procreate and other softwares, when you add your design, if you select this pattern here, if you select the fabric, here you can choose texture and add your design here, and it applies to the exact position that you wanted. So also for adding these, you can do the same thing and then import your design, what you did on Photoshop. It depends. People who know texturing and making materials, they know. You can continue your work on other softwares, but right now, as just a secondary and alternative way, I'm going to tell you what are the things that you can do. I make a clone, layer clone over. space to simulate. Control D, I eliminated because I just wanted to be sewn exactly on the principal garment. That's why I chose a clone layer over. So I press Control D. It doesn't. Remove linked editing, Control D. Why it doesn't? Okay. Control D, hold Shift. Look what I'm doing. I was doing something wrong. Press M. This part should be sewn to the principal pattern. Tip. This was just one moment. Okay, now what I'm going to do is to merge and maintain this symmetric line. Now I make this background in reference a little bit smaller. Here. Yes. And I start to design. It's like Photoshop because you use this polygon tool, and then like pen tool in Photoshop, you start to design. I did something wrong. I should use internal polygon tool. Okay, it's just a tutorial, not going to be that much committed to the main design. Here you just need to concentrate. Yeah. I should have used delete. Be patient. You should be really patient when you're a designer. For example, if I don't want this, I just should have delete, press on delete on keyboard, not Ctrl Z. Now the program is saying, what are you doing to me? What are you doing with me? Delete, delete. Use this smooth curve tool like these circles in Adobe Illustrator. I love them. They are cute and helpful. Oh my god. I keep using Ctrl+Z shortcut that in this case it just ruins my work and it's not a shortcut anymore. Okay, for example, another or something I'm going to tell you is that if you're going to, for example, use this offset, internal line offset, you can press G. If you see these points are red inside, but this and this new points are, what do you call it, it's empty inside. It means that these are not attached to the rest of the shape. What you should do is to drag and click, right click, then join overlapping points. Every point that is empty inside, you should do the same thing. Okay, then usually let me fix this one. Okay, usually you want to convert to curve point when you have a sequence of points. If I'm going to enlarge this one, I should enlarge also the other one. Okay, let's think. Let's think in ink. What did I say? Nobody's gonna know. Here I'm going to use this curve tool, this edit curve point to still make it a little bit more curvier. Okay, when we decrease the particle distance of these clouds, the shapes will be smoother. What did I do? I'm going to do something and divide this line from this point because I'm going to eliminate. If I'm going to what do you call it? If I'm going to eliminate this line inside and attach this part to this part, what I should do is to right click here, then add point to the intersection. Now it adds a point here. Then I didn't do what I wanted to do. Then I cannot do. I cannot delete this, or maybe I can delete this point, and yes. So right now what I like to do is to rest. Now it's the last part. The last thing that I'm going to do is to, for example, cut and sew this part. I cannot delete it. Delete. Cut and sew this. Oh, okay. Now I eliminate this, remove this linked editing line. Now everything that has this empty point, I'm going to join it, make it red. Let me see if I can join 3 together. I don't remember. Yes. Join overlapping. Let's see if we have any. Okay, I had a circle here. Here. Okay, if I can see well. Oh, that I don't see well. Okay, now what I'm going to do is to save this. And let's cut and sew. Oh, before cut and sew, let's organize a little bit things here. Oh, I cannot organize things here because I already eliminated that linked editing. Yes, that's why right now I cannot move things because it's not symmetric anymore. So if before eliminating the symmetrical line, you should organize your design or internal shapes, and then okay, cut and sew. You should cut and sew every. Okay, I'm going to do something, and I'm going to have a multiple selection. Look at this one. Okay. Okay. I cannot do anything. But I can do something. If I move this toward here, I will move this one in the same amount. If I'm going to move this one here, I'm going to move this one the same amount. I can do this. Okay. If the pattern didn't move after cut and sew action, it was better, but it moves. I don't know why it moves, but it moves. Oh my god. You belong here. How you belong here? I know you belong here. Oh my god. I don't know what did I do. Okay, at least I can align them. This is a good sign. Let me see if I can cut this one. Yes. That's why the whole... Okay, I'm going to do something. I decrease the particle distance. Cut and sew. Okay, this one, when you cannot select a pattern, an internal line, because it's too much small, it's better to choose edit pattern or Z on keyboard and select and drag, click and drag. Convert to whole. Cut and sew. And the last part is this one. Yes. Reset for eliminating, yes, for eliminating the background or reference image. Okay. Okay, let me check everything. I'm too much patient now. I'm feeling it. I feel it. I feel patience. I'm sorry. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, you can let it be like this and just change the material of these decorative parts. Also here you had another one. Offset internal line, but it was reverse direction. Cotton sew. And yes. So yes, that's it. I hope you like the video, this tutorial. I hope you like this tutorial. Now I'm confused. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a nice day. Bye.